Welcome back to She Loves to Gossip. Grab your drinks and settle in because, baby, Nicki Minaj just went on a full-blown Twitter rampage, and this time, Dez Bryant got caught in the crossfire, like, completely out of nowhere. I know the Barbs stay ready to ride, but even they were like, girl, what's going on? Let's break this all the way down because it is messy, it is random, and it is giving chaotic energy. Oh, and of course, I've got thoughts, so let's get into it. So here's how it all started, or at least how we think it started, because honestly, the way this came out of left field, I'm still confused. Apparently, Jerry Jones, the Dallas Cowboys owner, made a comment about how he doesn't mess with agents anymore, and he name-dropped Jay-Z in the process. He mentioned some drama involving Jay-Z representing Dez Bryant back in the day. Now, keep in mind, this was years ago. Dez Bryant clapped back on Twitter like, Jerry, don't mention my name. I've been quiet about a lot of unfair-ish. We can have story time if that's what you want. Woo, okay, Dez. Clearly, he felt like some things were left unsaid. Then, Roc Nation stepped in defending themselves and Jay-Z, saying in 2015 at the 21 Club, on a napkin, Jerry Jones, Juan Perez, Jay-Z, and Stephen Jones negotiated a deal which included a $45 million guarantee and a $20 million signing bonus for Dez Bryant. At the time, it was the second largest contract for a wide receiver in NFL history. The claim that Mr. Carter or Roc Nation representatives did not return a call from Jerry Jones is not only a false statement, but it's also a comical one. Now, this is where things take a hard left. Nicki Minaj, who's already been shading Jay-Z and Roc Nation in recent months, decided to insert herself into the convo. She quote tweeted Dez's message to Jerry Jones and said, "Hey, it's Nicki Minaj. How about we play a game? Every time you do a Jerry Jones or NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own." Wait, what? But you know Mickey, she's gonna Mickey, and let's not pretend like she hasn't had some real tension with Jay-Z's camp lately. So it seems like she saw an opportunity to drag Jay, Dez Perez, CEO of Roc Nation, and Dez in one swoop. She follows up with, "All my stories will be about Roc Nation, Jay-Z, and the alleged racist Dez Perez. I hope you understand the rules. It's your turn." Now at this point, Dez probably realized this wasn't about him anymore and that he was just caught in a deeper beef he didn't sign up for. So he responds with a video basically bowing out. And honestly, that was smart because this was looking like it could spiral fast. So after that, Nicki's fans, the Barbs, aka the FBI of fan bases, started digging. They pulled up an old tweet from 2020 where Dez allegedly inserted himself in one of Nicki's past beefs. Nicki caught wind of it and tweeted, "Is Mrs. Petty, this just came across my desk from 2020. I guess you are one of the guinea pigs they've been using to bully people for them. Did you think I came over here to play tweet seeds with your silly ass? Sir." See, the problem with people who are always playing is that they think everyone else is playing too. "I'd mind my business if I were you. Be blessed." So he responded and said, "Go enjoy your day." Now, this is where things got dark. Nicki accused Dez of beating his mother, brought up Jay-Z allegedly dodging a paternity test, claimed Desiree Perez physically abused her daughter, used racial slurs, and even compared how Trump's pardon for Lil Wayne was hyped while Desiree's was swept under the rug. She said, "Go beat your mom," and then asked Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile cunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets and weaponizing racism in order to keep black people blinded from their truth. Why wasn't Desiree Perez's pardon by President Trump publicized to the black community and hip hop culture the way Lil Wayne's was? Did she repay the president for that monumental blessing, or did she betray him the way Jay-Z allegedly betrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's had business dealings with in the past? On second thought, don't beat your mom. I'm sure she loved you once. So Dez finally snapped. He started going in on Nicki's husband, Kenneth Petty, pointing out his criminal record and saying, "Say B, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt-ish in Dallas. I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a offender. You said we are speaking facts, weird hoe, so come on." Nicki responded and said, "I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million in cash cash if you come and fight him since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof that's why they couldn't get that money they desperately needed and sued for. Now you, on the other hand, was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot, she's talking about Megan Thee Stallion, has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodging a paternity test that could prove he smashed a teen as an adult. Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law the N-word with the hard R as an adult. Falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult. Lied and said her child was on drugs as an adult. Then Dez responded and said, I've been lied on my whole career, so I'm not trying to hear all that ish. I thought we were speaking facts. I don't play all of that funny ish. Go get that 10 million in cash and I'll stomp your husband out right in front of you too. And it's rock for life, B. Y'all, this whole situation took such a wild turn. I don't even know where to begin. It started off as a conversation about Jerry Jones and Roc Nation and somehow spiraled into a full-blown internet war between Dez Bryant and Nicki Minaj. And to be honest, it feels like a lot of past tension and unresolved drama all came bubbling to the surface at once. Now, if Nicki had a point to make about Roc Nation or people in positions of power, that's one thing, and she definitely has the right to speak on what she feels is unjust or needs to be exposed. But it's also clear that Dez felt caught in the middle of something much bigger than what he originally tweeted about. Now we're hearing Dez is talking to lawyers and possibly suing Nicki Minaj for defamation, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Once lawyers get involved, that means people's money is at stake, and Dez might be ready to lawyer up and fight back the professional way. Whew, that was a lot to unpack. What do y'all think? Did Nicki take things too far? Was Dez right to respond the way he did? And do you think she's being strategic or just messy for no reason? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I know y'all got opinions on this. Don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell so you never miss the tea. This channel stays on top of all the drama, and trust, we'll be watching to see how this one plays out. Until next time, stay messy, but mind your business. Bye, babes.
Nicki Minaj going off on Dez Bryant is the funniest thing I done seen in 2025. Dez made a post alluding to spilling tea about his deal with Roc Nation and the Dallas Cowboys. It was at this point Nicki chimed in and said, ooh, that sounds interesting. You want to play a game? For every story you tell, I'll tell a story about Roc Nation. And that is when things went south, ladies and gentlemen. Dez responded by saying he was a Nicki Minaj fan and how he did not want to get in her business. And she did not like that. They began exchanging words, and a lot of the tweets are literally too volatile to put on TikTok. During their back and forth on X, Dez actually brought up Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth. He says, hey, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself and I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt Dallas. I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a offender. You said you were speaking facts. Weird HOE, so come on. Now, Nicki wasted no time clapping back at Dez on X. She said, I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you 10 million cash if you come box with him since you beat your own mom. She says he was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get the money they desperately need and sued for. Now you, on the other hand, were laying hands on your mom as an adult. Bigfoot has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodged a paternity test that could prove he smashed a teen as an adult. Desiree Perez putting hands on her daughter and calling her own black son-in-law a Nigger with the hard R as an adult. Falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult, lied and said her child was on DRAGS as an adult. Fortunately for Dez, it did not stop there. People keep trying to use Nicki's husband as a silver bullet. No one is going to make her go off every time. Dez brought that up about her husband. She called him everything but a child of God, brought up allegations about his granddad being his biological father, forcing himself upon Dez's mom when she was just a young girl. Brought up an old case about Dez allegedly laying hands on his mom and even posted his mom's 911 call to the police.
Said Dez, don't do that. And then what took place?
He grabs me.
Is this the first or second time?
It's the first time.
Okay. Because first you said he grabbed you by the shirt.
When I asked him, when I was telling him, Dez, don't do it, because he was trying to fight my brother.
Okay.
He was literally doing the most. Dez was handling the situation well at first.
Miss Nicki, leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. I'm a huge fan. I hope you're having a great day.
Until Nicki was kind of getting on his nerves because he went from saying, hi, Nicki Minaj, I'm a huge fan, to calling her a bitch and a 304. Not gonna lie, this entire situation was a lot, and it all started from Dez saying he was gonna spill tea about his deal with Roc Nation and the Dallas Cowboys. I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this. Let me know down in the comments, you guys. Peace.